Hey, what's going on guys, Fred's Tech Up here. So the Infinix S5 Pro is an awesome device that I've got to test and use for the past few weeks now. It has an amazing camera and battery life, but that's not to say it is 100% perfect. I will have to say that I've got some love and hate for it, but it seems the love is greater than the hate. So in today's video, I'm going to show you my top 10 features that I love about the Infinix S5 Pro. If you haven't seen my review of the Infinix S5 Pro, I'll leave a link in the description box below. So without wasting much of your time, let's jump into the video. The number one thing has to be the display. I am glad that Infinix opted for a full HD Plus display on this device. It's a 6.53-inch display with a pixels density of 403, and for what it is, this thing is amazing. I am not saying it is the best display out there because most AMOLED display have deep blacks and richer contrast than IPS display, but trust me, you need to see this device in person to see how awesome the display is. With a high pixel density and brightness, sunlight usability is okay. The narrow bezel makes the device feel compact and sturdy. The second feature here has to be the support for Glow 4G LTE. In the past, you will hardly find an Infinix device with support for Glow 4G LTE, and thankfully that's not the case with the S5 Pro here. It has full support for Glow 4G LTE, and it is one of the things you might want to look out for when buying a smartphone. Okay, so coming in at number 3 is dark mode. Dark mode is probably one of the most popular features in a modern smartphone, and it is one of the features I deem to be very useful. Apart from the fact that it helps save battery life, it also helps your eyes in cutting harmful blue light. Okay, so at number 4 is a huge 40 megapixel selfie camera. I don't want to sound like I'm pressing this device too much, but the selfie images out of this device are awesome, especially if you switch to the 40 megapixels mode. You're going to get vibrant and more detailed image. Okay, so the number 5 here might sound like a gimmick to some people, but I genuinely appreciate it. It is a pop-up animation from the selfie camera. I might just want to use it for show off. The sad part though is that it has just 2 animation style, unlike the Tecno Camon 15 Premier that comes with 5. This feature can be turned on under display settings. Okay, so moving on, we have the DTS audio that comes in at number 6. If you're a fan of good audio or someone who likes to listen to audio through smartphone speaker, then you will immediately fall in love with the Infinix S5 Pro because it delivers loud and rich audio with the inbuilt speakers. Okay, so I've mentioned 6 things that I love about the Infinix S5 Pro, but what about the things that I dislike about it? Okay, my number 1 dislike has to be the use of micro USB in 2020, especially when this device costs this much. When you're spending this much on a smartphone in today's modern age, you expect it to come with most modern tech. The good news is that it still supports Infinix Supercharged, but I really want to see a Type-C in next iteration. Okay, so the second thing I have to dislike about the Infinix S5 Pro is the lack of an ultra-wide camera. Okay, let's look at it this way. The standard S5 had an ultra-wide camera. How come what we call a Pro device doesn't have such functionality? I don't know, because the camera system here is good already, and adding an ultra-wide lens would have made it a complete camera phone in your pocket. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. How often do you use ultra-wide camera? As for me, I think I will take an ultra-wide camera over a macro camera. So the third thing I dislike about it has to be the CPU. Now don't get me wrong, the S5 Pro isn't a slow device at all. The MediaTek Helio P35 inside the S5 Pro, coupled with a 4GB or 6GB of RAM, makes tasks like gaming, browsing the web, and daily performance run quite smoothly on this device. But when you see what's inside the Infinix Note 7, which is a MediaTek Helio G70 CPU, it makes me want more from the S5 Pro, because the price difference between the two is just a mere thing. Moving on, the last thing here might not be something to dislike, but it bothers me. The camera hump at the back doesn't allow the device to lie flat on the decks. However, with the help of a case, it allows it to sit flush. It is not really a con, but I guess I'm trying to be nitpicky here. Alright, that's it from me today. What do you like most about the Infinix S5 Pro? Kindly share your thoughts down below. Which of the above mentioned features is your favorite? Like and share this video, and please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye bye.